truth is the truth. No matter what you try to do when the truth is the truth, running from it, hide, whatever. The truth is the truth. And it can only set you free in the only place where you can be set free. And it starts in your heart. Because that's the first thing that starts you to exist. Is the first thing that's created inside the womb. Is your heart. I'm just saying. You gotta come to conclusion to know what's going on in this world of confusion. I'm just saying. That's all I can do is just say, because you gotta find out the truth for you. I'm just trying to help you. Because, first of all, I hate that man wants to be greater than the creator of man. When you sit there, and I want you to think for yourself on this. When you sit there and you think of everything that you've been taught, to me being able to tell you the first lie that's told to you once you're old enough to understand and understand to get is your birthday. Now if you plan on changing anything that is right now, you need to change what is right now, which is right now you knowing what the truth is. So therefore, and I'm going to use 4 and I'm going to use B, because 4 and B is the number that created me to be, because numbers never lie, people do. And I said that the opposite way because I wanted to get to you. Everything has to be changed. The opposite of what you was taught is you have to think for yourself, because what was taught to someone else was the same person that taught it to you. You have to realize for you and those around you that you want to live for the truth of knowing the Creator is in you, to be a creator too. There is no coming down here to save you, God in heaven, or Jesus as the Son, when there's only one Son without a father or a mother. Let me break that one down to you. Our prayers say, Our Father who art in heaven, when heaven is in you and all around you, for you to feel with your 5 senses. So like I say again, heaven is in you and all around you, so why do you have to go through a son to get to the Father in heaven? Now I'm going to break that lie down from you giving your birthday to you giving Our Father who art in heaven, to you giving the make-believe Jesus coming into the human form here on earth to save someone. Think about that. Even in that twisted up Bible, it says, as a child, you think as a child and you play with childish things. Once you become an adult, you have to put the childish things away and start thinking as an adult. So I say to you, as an adult, it's time for you to reboot the original computer, which is your brain, and reprocess everything that you was taught as a kid, except for knowing that your mom and dad loved you enough to do what through everything that they did. I'm just saying, you can only be taught the truth if the people that's teaching you the truth know the truth. This is not no believe in no fairy tale bullshit. Just as well as what happened to me on December the 16th, 2015, when I had a doctor tell me I was HIV positive. Did I know this? For a doctor to say they caught the HIV in time, for a doctor to have infectious disease, doctor come see me to start me on a new medication dealing with a disease that I didn't have. If it wasn't for me calling my provider up and my provider calming me down, I would have did just like all of you believing in the God and the Jesus bullshit to the point you believing in your doctor telling you the truth. I can tell you this from experience. Those doctors don't give a fuck about you. Those doctors' bottom line is to get as much medication in you as they possibly can because they get paid for it. Because if a doctor really gave a fuck about you, a doctor would tell you straight up you need to stop eating this fucking meat and the bullshit. That's why the truth is the truth. Slippery, so lies can't hold on. Lies just slide off, and the truth carries on. In the loving Creator's perfect world, it does. If the Creator was to rule over your mind, it would be. But the Creator is divine to the point where the Creator will never control your mind to the point where the Creator take your free will away. You have to start thinking for you and not think as you was taught to. Let me say it to you again. You have to start thinking for you and stop thinking the way that you've been taught to. You have been put in a groove to believe in the God and Jesus and the Bible bullshit. Because this is the bullshit that man created to control you with. Think about it as simple as this. Why would the Creator, first of all, harm the creation? Why would the Creator, first of all, get mad with the creation? The Creator is not a mother or a father. That's where we go back to our Father who art in heaven. And the only way to the Father is through the Son. Why is man taking the front line of everything as being first? Man was supposed to be first when you took a rib out of man to make Eve. Bullshit. Man and woman was both created at the same time from the same dirt. The truth is the truth. So back to our Father who art in heaven. When there isn't no Father in heaven. And to get through this, to go through the Son to get to the Father. Why wouldn't be a mother? Because let me tell you something, people. The truth is, the reason why birthday was given to the baby and born was thrown out the window is because man has been jealous of the woman. I'm talking about the white man. The white man, and I'm talking about the Arab man. But the first man knows that that woman is to be cherished just like the sunlight. Because man was created to be a conscious thinking worker bee for the queen bee to be here. Man was created to be a conscious thinking worker bee for the queen bee to be here. Remember I told you about the bee and the force. Because numbers, people lie, but numbers, I say it again, people lie, but numbers don't. So, back to what the truth is. Man was created to be a conscious thinking worker bee for the queen bee to be here. Man was created to make sure that that queen bee had everything that the queen bee needs to be here. That man was created to make sure that queen bee was protected from any and everything that would harm that queen bee with his life to be here. Because that queen bee is the only bee that can create another bee to be here. So, back to what we created for man, the white man and the Arab man, those men before, no, those men after that first loving man. Man changed a gentleman. Like I said again, when you open a car door for a woman, that's considered a gentleman. That's wrong. The proper way of saying that is a gentleman will be like that for his woman and not just open a door to be courteous. He'll be that gentleman that knows that in his DNA it's already embedded. This is what you do for that woman. But until you, that man, realize where you stand with knowing who the creator is in you, you're going to be just like that white man that you trying to be like, trying to get all that money that you can do. That ain't nothing but paper to wipe your ass with. Because believe it or not, after it's all over, everything is done, said, and destroyed, it's going to be on you and that woman to make it happen again. Listen to me carefully. Man was created to be a conscious thinking worker bee for the queen bee to be here. Until it's time for that man to plant a seed in that queen bee to have a kid, for that man to be here, and then and only then will that man be a father to his seed here on earth being here. Because like I said again, there is no father in heaven to be saying our Father who art in heaven. I'll be not. That's some bullshit. There is no father in heaven, and if it would have been any sex in heaven, it would be a woman, not a fucking man. That piece of shit. And I am a man and love being a man, but I know man is a piece of shit. Most men, but there are good men like myself out there. So like I say again, ladies, a real man knows that he's a gentleman, but a real man when it's time to be one. When it's time to stand up and roar like the tiger that he is, that is when he's supposed to roar. You will hear me roar, or them silence me. Period. It is what it is. What happened to me March the 5th, 2013, to lead up to all this bullshit that happened to me since then, and in between all the bullshit, me losing my mama. But I thank the creator that I didn't grieve for her like I would have if I didn't know I was on a journey to get where I'm at right now. I know now that there is no such thing as hit today, gone tomorrow. Hit today, gone today, because nobody's promised tomorrow. But the truth of the realistic thing of what life really is, you can die right now. So what are you doing to change yourself right now? Are you thinking before speaking to know what you're speaking about, to say that you know what you're talking about? That was two of the same words, but let me mix it up and tell you how I mean it. Speaking is using the words properly, and knowing what you're talking about is to be able to back up what you're talking about with the facts of where you went to get what you know. I know where I went to get what I know. And I didn't go there really because I wanted to. I gave up on life, but I was giving life back to me to know Him, not have to believe in some bullshit that was taught to me. And all I can do is tell you the truth and pray that you get it in your spirit to feel it, to know what is real and what is not. Love is real. The unconditional that you feel to know that you real is the creator of you. Is the creator of all of us. We can't control that unconditional love and feeling because you can get mad with your seed. And if you can get mad with your seed, right there it's telling you indeed you can't control love. That's what makes us human. That's what makes the creator divine. Now back to, you gotta go through the Son to get to the Father. I already showed you there is no Father in heaven. And I'm going to show you that that Son is the divine light of all creation. Break it down with the Son being the S-U-N, but really the S-O-N, because it is the circle of life. And it's there for us every beginning of the day as our guiding light. It starts the day off bright. I'm just saying. It's on you to get the truth, for you to know the truth is in you, to be the best you that you can be. And then you gonna really know to realize that we're living in the circle of life. When you notice everything lives, you are just borrowing a rental suit. You will leave this part of life, but then you will go into the afterlife. And I'll tell you, for the ones that's doing it right, you're going to get to feel all the love all around you. And then you're coming back again. This is the circle of life. If you want to do it right and be back in it right, you got to do it straight. Because those of you that don't believe that there is a hell worse than the hell that you believe in. And that's the hell that's going on in your mind. And that is exactly where you will be. The nastiest of the nastiest person here on earth doing the nastiest things here on earth is going to come back here as the nastiest shit to be on the shit that he was here, he or she was here on earth. You coming back as that, a maggot, a fly. You gonna get to play on the shit that you was when you was living in the shit that you made. This is the circle of life. What goes around comes around. You just be ready for the get down when that circle of life come back around for you. And now I go off into the nastiest of the nastiest people here on earth. That will be not just the people that's eating animals. I'm talking about you people that eating ass. At one time, a person would almost go crazy if a dog was to lick him in the face. Now you licking ass like a dog would do with another dog. Now you an animal. You not only eat flesh like a flesh-eating disease when you're a conscious thinking human living out a conscious thinking living experience. You could think of many things to eat than killing to eat. You live. You eat to live. Not kill to eat. You eat to live. Not kill to eat. You're conscious thinking now, so you can consciously think over life and death. You're putting death into a live body. I say again, life or death. You putting death into a live body. You go 2 days Without seasoning that meat, I guarantee you couldn't trick your brain. But when you season the meat, you're tricking your brain to eat the meat. That is the only reason why you're eating it. It's not good for your body. That's why you couldn't eat it like the animals eat it. Because it's a life or death thing for a survivor animal out in the wilderness. Not you. You are a conscious thinking human living out a conscious thinking life here in an earth suit. That's all it is. So I'm just saying, there's no such thing as our Father who art in heaven, God, and Jesus Christ bullshit. They already said they made the shit up to control you already. You got pastors on YouTube and Facebook and all that, but I'm telling you, I know from a different source. I know from the source of all of us. Y'all hear how that music is starting to relate together? So I say to you, the sun, S-U-N, because the U is half of a circle, which will be the circle of life to make a sun. Yeah. And then the S is what? Half of infinity, because the 8 will put it in a hole, and now we're done with that one. You heard me? Now we're done with that one. Now we go to the U again. That's U in the middle of sun. And the N means at the end, you're not done. You just ending living in this earth suit. Now you eternal, baby. But you gotta go through this life knowing that why would you fear death when death could happen to you right now? Only way you could have a future is when you know the truth. You are the light. The greatest part of it shining. Because let me tell you about your five senses. Why do you have two hands? Because of your five senses. Your five senses are your feelings. Your feelings is the creator. The creativity in you is the creator of you. That spark before the smoke of fire. See, because you got to know that you're alive and all the rubber sticks together to get the fire. So that spark before the smoke of fire is the touch of love unconditional that you feel to know that you are alive. Not believe, to know that you are alive. Back to why we have two hands instead of just one. You already know two is always better than one, especially when the creator has none and could work with you with two to do what's right. I'm sorry, what's straight. Because we got right, we got left, we got up, we got down, we got in, we got out, we got backwards. We got straight is straight. Like an arrow without the points on it. Get the point? That means the arrow that's just straight. That's a straight line to infinity, baby. I'm just telling you what I know, not what I believe in for reading out of a book. I can't read or write, but I do my best to write what I think the Creator's given to me to give to you. I put it down on Facebook and whatever I can do. And I just pray that it gets through to you. Because I want you to know the truth is the Creator is in you. And the love that the Creator feels for you is the motivation that gives you the goal to go straight. You just got to choose to. You got free will to do what you will for free. I'm just saying. I'm a messenger of the truth. Once again, I'm a messenger of the truth. messenger of the truth. That's the reason why I wasn't able to learn how to read, but I was able to learn how to count. I didn't do that too good. I used to have my friends used to rib me because I didn't know my timetables. I was being prepared for where I'm at right now. I was being prepared to be here to give y'all the truth of the divine creator. I miss the glasses. I'm finna give me something to eat and give me some sleep. I love y'all. All life matters, not just black lives. Even the life that y'all put on y'all platform.